In this video, I want to talk about the differences between cross-sectional data, independently pooled cross-sectional data, and panel data. It's important to know what they are so that we can choose the right model to analyze them. Cross-sectional data is very simple. It refers to the data set you collected at just one time. Many people are using cross-sectional data in practice because it's simple and quick. But cross-sectional data could meet some limitation in some type of research questions. For example, you want to test the effect of an experiment. Obviously, just one data set cannot show you the before and after effect of the experiment. Cross-sectional data cannot show you the before and after effect. We have to use other types of data. For example, we can use either independently pooled cross-sectional data or panel data. Let's talk about these two. The independently pooled cross-sectional data refer to the data you collect from the same population at different times. When you use this data collection method, you want to pay attention to the following 2 points. First, make sure you collect the data from the same population. It's very important. What this means is, let's say you collect customer spending data from the Dallas population at the first time. Then in the future, when you collect a different data set, you should always collect data from the Dallas population. What you cannot do is you collect the spending data from a Dallas population at the first time, then at the second, third, and more times, you move to other population like Austin population, San Francisco population. This doesn't work if you want to collect pooled data. You must collect data from the same population. The second point is, even though you are required to collect data from the same population, you don't have to collect data from the same individuals in the population. What this means is, let's say you collect the spending data from John of Dallas, Texas at the first time. Then you want to collect the second data set, but you cannot find John of Dallas, Texas anymore. Then you can invite Erica from Dallas, Texas to give you her spending data. Then in the second data set, you will have Erica's spending data. This is allowed. As you can see, we can collect multiple data sets of the same population at different times. Then we can compare the performances of the data sets, right? That's why the independently pooled cross-sectional data are frequently used for policy analysis, experiment analysis, and causal experiment analysis. In the future lectures, I will show you how to analyze pooled data. Some classmates have a question. What if I collect data from the same individual at different times? It's a very good question. If you can do so, you are basically collecting something called panel data. The table on this slide shows everyone an example of panel data. As you can see, we track down each individual's differences over time. Panel data is very powerful because it shows how each individual changes over time. That's why panel data are the most popular used data sets nowadays. In the next lecture, I will focus on panel data analysis.